Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss about host binding and host listener, which we widely used in our directives. So in today's video, we are going to create one attribute directive, and we are going to use host listener and host binding in that. So first, what is host listener and host binding? So host binding we use to set the properties at our host element through our directive class. And similar, we have host listener, which is used to listen to the event of our host element in our directive class. So for example, I have added this image tag in our app component.html. And what I want to do is I am going to create one directive. Whenever I mouse over on this image, I want to zoom this image. And whenever I will click outside or whenever I will move to outside, then I will come back to the same image. So let's start and let's create a directive for that. So first I'm going to create a directive class. So let me click here and let's say zoom dot as it is directive. So I should be at directive dot ts. And if we have component, then we have a component decorator. Similar to that, if you have directive, so we should have one directive decorator. So let me add this directive decorator, and we have imported it from Angular and Angular core. And now inside that we can define few properties. So one thing which I need is selector. So as it is attribute directive, so I am going to add this bracket, and under that I can give name like zoom me. Now I can create a class. So maybe zoom, and let me save this. Now I want to zoom this image, right? So if I will increase the width and height, then this image will be zoomed, right? So let me add host binding property here. As we discussed, host binding is used to uh, set the properties at the host element. So in this case, this image is our host element, and I want to set this width and height property. So let's say host, sorry, host binding, and inside that I can set what style I want to change. So I want to change the style dot width, and then I want to change the pixel. So I will give name as a width. Okay, and then let me define a type of it. So maybe number, and let's say it is 30. 30 is very less, maybe let's give 100. Let me copy this and paste it, and now I can change this for height. So height is also I will keep it as a 100, or maybe let's say 80. So now I'm able to access the host element through this host binding. So now we have used this host binding to set the properties at our host element. Now it's time to add a host listener to listen to the our host event. So in this case, that event is a mouse over event. So maybe I can say like mouse enter and mouse leave. So let me add this event. So should be host listener. And what is the event we have? It's a mouse enter, and let's give name as a mouse enter, and similar to that we have mouse leave. Oh no, let me copy this and paste it. Now what I want is I want to increase this width and height, right, when I whenever I'm entering the mouse. So let's say this dot width equals to uh, maybe 800, and this dot height equals to maybe uh, 600, and whenever I'm coming out, then I want to set it back to 180. So this dot width equals to 100, and this dot height equals to 80. So now we have successfully created our directive to zoom our image on mouse enter and mouse leave. Now I want to, as this is a attribute directive, so now I want to add this attribute to our element. So in this case, the element is this image tag. So let me add it here. And also we created this directive, but our module is not aware of this directive, right? So I need to declare this directive in our module. So let me open our app module, and here let me, not in the import, it should be under the declaration zoom like, and let's wait for visual code intelligence, and let me import it. Now I can open my browser, and hopefully on mouse enter and leave it should zoom my image. So let me open. So now it is at initial stage. Now let me mouse over on this. So great, my image is height and width get increased. Now I am still on this image. Now let me come out from this image. So now it came back to the initial stage. Now again go back to this, so I can see this it increased, and I am coming out, then again it's at same stage. So that's all I have for this video. I hope you like this, and thank you for watching.